Hello Flosstube, my name is Amy Michelle. This is my channel Amy M Makes, where I talk about all things cross stitch. I hope you find something that you enjoy here on Flosstube number 2. I want to give a quick and huge thank you so much to everybody who watched, liked, commented, subscribed from Flosstube 1 that I filmed and uploaded about 2 weeks ago. Your support and your welcoming spirit and your encouragement was honestly overwhelming in the best possible way. I am so grateful, so thankful for each and every one of you. I appreciate you so much, and the warm welcome was just fantastic. So thank you. Today I have a similar video for you, I guess. I have fully finished objects, FFOs. I have finishes that I haven't gotten to fully finish yet. I have some whips, some works in progress, and I have a little bit of haul. If you didn't watch Flosstube 1, hi, welcome. I'm glad that you're here, as well as I'm glad that for those of you who have watched my first Flosstube and are returning, I'm just thankful all of you are here. But I am a homeschool mom in Pennsylvania, and I have cross-stitched since I was a kid, took a big break, and then kind of picked it back up about 10 or so years ago, and have enjoyed it ever since. So yeah, let's get into fully finished objects. Okay. My first fully finished object comes from the book Donna Cooler's 555 Country Cross Stitch Patterns. Sorry for the glare. Hopefully that's okay. It was a piece of a sampler that I just did a strip of, and I showed it in my last Flosstube as a finish, but I have since fully finished it. And here it is. I think it's very cute. I just used sticky board and finished it like with 2 pieces back to back, stuck together with a little loop so that I could hang it on the wall. And I have it in between 2 doors, so it's a perfect like narrow little space for this thin little guy. And I stitched, I think, on 14 count Aida. I'm guessing all the called for floss. It was so long ago. This one I've stitched maybe 8-10 years ago. And so I don't totally remember, but I probably used the called for floss for this one. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's a simple finish, which is great for me because I'm a beginner. The next FFOs that I have are from 2024. I stitched them in February. They're from Crocetta Gogo, Amici Per la Pasqua. I hope I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm not. I probably am not. But I showed the bunny last time. I'll show it again just because I'm in a very spring mood. And then I have since finished the chicken and fully finished that. So that's the pattern. The bunny was from a sign. Sorry, excuse me. It was from a sign. It's in a sign with foam board and sticky board on 16 count natural light Aida with all the called for colors. And I just used some fabric from Joann's and some ribbon from Joann's to finish this little guy. And he's really fun. I really like him. And then the other one I finished was the chicken. So there it is. There was a good amount of fudging that happened with this chicken. Yeah, I messed up the count somehow over here, and I think a few other places as well. Oh, like with the flowers, but that's okay. I don't mind some fudging. It's on a chalkboard sign from Joann's. I think it was like $6.99. And then Joann's had their ribbon on sale as well, so I picked up some ribbon. Again, sticky board. It's the same 16 count natural light Aida. All the called for colors. It's all DMC. So I'm really happy with that. Again, I'm super new to fully finishing anything, but I'm having a lot of fun. It's been a very fun process, and it's encouraged me to stitch more. I feel like now that I actually have my cross stitch living in my house rather than just in a bag tucked away, it's a lot more fun. It's fun to see stitches that I've done actually have a place in my house. So that's been fun. The last FFO that I have is from the magazine Just CrossStitch 2024, spring 2024, excuse me. And it is All Things Spring by Erin Elizabeth Designs. And this is my FFO. I stitched this one on 14 count vintage country mocha. This sign is like a chalkboard that I got from the Target dollar spot years ago, with some fabric from Joann's, some trim. I don't know what you call this. Let me know if you know in the comments below. What is this called? I just saw it at Hobby Lobby and I thought, oh, that'd be really cute. And I really am happy with how it turned out, putting it on this piece. But yeah, I used sticky board, I think foam board, and then sticky board for this guy. All the called for DMC, and then a couple of bows that I made with ribbon from Joann. So that is my last FFO. Finished objects. The first one I have to show you is probably, or it was, my oldest WIP. It's from the February 2018 Cross Stitcher Magazine issue. This is the cover. I have the digital copy. And it's called Circle of Love. That's theirs. I changed all the colors on mine. They're all very similar, but I wanted to go with just different colors. So they're all DMC, and that is Circle of Love. I think I will finish this as a pillow like they did. So I need to figure out what fabrics to use and make that into a pillow. So it's one of my next projects that I want to fully finish. The next one is a little more recent, but it's still an old one. It's from 2020. It is Little House Needleworks 4 Freedoms. I was almost done with this the last time I filmed. I only had like this crow, or this bird, I don't know if it's a crow, to finish. And so I finished that and have really enjoyed this one. It's on a 28 count linen. Sorry for the wrinkles, but this is 4 Freedoms. All the called for floss, which was mostly classic Colorworks and I think 1 DMC. So I really like this one. I think I'm gonna hang this one up as a summer piece, like 4th of July themed, since it's, you know, kind of Americana. But I like that guy. And then the next finish that I have came from the Just CrossStitch Spring 2024 issue, and it is called Egg Hunt, and it is by Cute Embroidery by Kate. And this one I changed all the colors. I just used what I had in my stash since it was a really little piece. And again, sorry for the wrinkles. I didn't iron, but that is my finish. So again, very similar colors. I just switched them out to what I had and what I wanted to work with. So those are my finishes. Works in progress. I just have a few. Again, I keep my WIP count pretty low to what I'm comfortable with. I enjoy watching people who have a lot of whips going. I think it's so fun to see all the different things that they're working on. But for me personally, I enjoy stitching with just a few. So the first one I have is from 2020. It is the Prairie Schooler Acorns. And last time I had been working on this house. Is that showing? I finished the pumpkin and the squirrel already, and I had started working on the house, and I got that one finished up. I think for these, I'm going to work on, my goal, because there's 6 of them, my goal is to do one every 2 months in order to finish it this year, which is very reasonable, and it's not a lot of stitching. It is on a 18 count Rustico Natural Aida. I had a lot of problems filling in this house. It got very tight because it's 2/1 on 18 count, and I love the fabric. I think it is, these two, the squirrel and the pumpkin, were not tricky to stitch at all, but for some reason this house gave me some problems. It gave me some problems. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I'm really glad that I stitched it, but doing one every 2 months seems like a good pace. So it's kind of in timeout for March. I'll probably pick it back up in April. The next whip that I have is also from 2020. It is Shabby Home, and I don't know how to pronounce who it's by. I'm sorry. I only worked on this one a little bit in the past couple of weeks. It is on a 16 count black chocolate Aida. It's upside down. 1 second. And this is my progress. I had this part done, so I think I did this little bit of the M, and then I think I might have worked on one of these. And I'm really happy with how this one's turning out. Sorry, I forgot to mention, all the called for DMC for the Prairie Schooler whip. This one I changed, and I mentioned the colors that I chose in the last Flosstube. So if you're curious, I let you guys know what the colors were that I chose last week, or last 2 weeks ago, excuse me. And then it's a Just CrossStitch episode. From spring 2024 again. I have a whip, and this one, if I can find it, is called Jump for Joy by Stitch Sprout. And I'm changing all of the colors because I think while this is cute, it's just not my taste personally, but I think the design is adorable. And so I changed all the colors. And that's my progress so far on that one. They're all DMC. It's what I had in my stash. But it's been really fun. All the Just CrossStitch projects have been really fun. It's the first time I've gotten a Just CrossStitch magazine, and I've really been enjoying the stitching projects in it, both stitching them and fully finishing them. So those are my whips, excuse me. Those are my whips. Time for a little bit of haul. I only have 2 things, but I'm excited to stitch both of them. The first one is from Mama Witch Cross Stitch on Etsy, and it is called, I think, Midnight Crafter. I got the digital copy, excuse me. And I think this little guy is adorable. I'm kind of tired of stitching on black. I don't mind it, but I didn't really want to do another whole piece on black. So I went for Fiber on a Whim, 14 count Aida, Night Sky, which is a really kind of dark blue gray. And I thought that would work really well for a night sky background for a bat, but not be as dark as what I've been stitching on for the shabby home piece. And then all the called for DMC. It's a mix of stuff that I've had in my stash from other projects and some new DMCs that I needed to get. So that is Midnight Crafter. And then another Just CrossStitch piece, spring 2024 issue. This one is called Quaker Easter Egg by KEB Studio Creations. And I had some leftover 14 count vintage country mocha. And so I will stitch that. And I changed the colors to Classic Colorworks Rod and Reel and Marvelous. So there's what I'll be using for that. And then I got glass beads from Mill Hill, number 00206 and 00151. So that's what I'll be using. Oops. Those beads. Sorry for the glare. There we go. So those are the two things that I have for haul. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I really appreciate you coming to visit my channel and watch another Flosstube video with me. I will probably be back in another 2 weeks. I think every other week is probably the pace that I'm going to be able to do. So I hope to see you in 2 weeks. In the meantime, I hope to see you in the comments.